iAM-RAPiiD here, back with another MK video, and as you can see, doing another tier list video. It's a little different. This is going to be the Christmas Day, I guess you could say, tier list. This is going to be the last tier list this year, and as you can see, I'm doing a little face cam. I'm sure I'm gonna try my best to put it in when I'm editing and stuff. I'm not too sure how to do it yet, but I'm gonna try my best to do this correctly. But I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped for this this year so far. You know, with MK, I think it's been really good, and I think 2020 will be even better. With we have a lot of people coming, especially, you know what I'm saying, Joker. I'm really excited for Joker. I know a lot of people are excited for what's the name it, but I don't know why I'm so excited for Joker for some reason. But that's a little bit off topic. As you can see, we got our tier list. I just want to make something clear right now in the tier list. I don't anymore. There's not gonna be any D tier characters, but that'll pretty much be non-usable characters, which is what I believe D tier is. And then C tier is going to be, you know, more skill, slight touches. And what I mean by that is, I feel like you can win with every single character in this game with the practice, but the guys who are going to be down here in the C tier is going to take a little bit more practice, because they need some slight touches and need to be done, you know, just slight touches. Who haven't, and you know, part of the problem is if the touches they did were too crazy and it didn't affect them too much, and I think everybody else kind of elevated above them, and I think they just need some slight touches just to get them back, you know, up there, you know, competing, you know, at a higher level. So we'll start off with, and also I want to explain S and A and B tier. Well, I'll get into that later, but I'll go ahead and just put everybody where I believe they're going to be, and then I'll kind of go down the row and do some adjusting if I feel necessary, and it's kind of explain some of the characters. So first we go, of course, we got Baraka. I think he's an A tier. You know, he's a really good character. Can be very annoying to play against sometimes, depending on the player. Cassie, definitely S tier. You got Cetrion. Cetrion, I think, is definitely a top 3 character. You know, Cassie, I don't think it's better than Cetrion. But then we got Devora. Devora, I think, is an A tier character. Aaron Black, sadly, my man Aaron Black is I believe, is a C tier character. I think he needs some slight touches to make him a little bit better. But you know, like I said, Aaron Black is still good. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't be discouraged of not using him, because he's still good. You can still use him. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be, his mix-ups aren't as good after the Scud Shot nerf, and then, you know, a lot of his combos are nerfed after, you know, changing how Outward Gunslinger works, and then his third variation isn't as damaging. It's still damaging, but like before you had that Crushing Blow, and now it's a different Crushing Blow. It's just, I don't know, a lot of things that kind of went against Aaron Black in the last patch, but I think he just needs a little bit of adjusting. I think he did need to get nerfed a little bit, like I'll get into that later, you know what I'm saying, when I'm explaining it a little bit more. You know, I'm passionate about Aaron Black. That's my favorite character in the game. But next we have Frost. I think Frost is A tier character. I think she's better than Devora. Geras, I'm gonna put him up here. He's better than Cassie. He's really good. He's honestly, like, I've always knew he was S tier, but he's just so damn good. Like, I don't think he'll ever be, you know, below S tier. He might not ever even fall out of top 5, to be honest. But next we have Jackie. Jackie, I will put in S tier as well. Let's see, Jade, I'm gonna put A tier, but she's worse than Devora. Jax, I think Jax is an absolute fucking beast. I think he is a beast. I think he's pretty much Jackie, but just so much better. like not so much better, but like he's better in terms of, because he can zone a little bit better than Jackie. Jackie's like all pressure. When Jax has that pressure, he has some Crushing Blows. Yeah, I'll explain all that later. I'm sorry. Get into it. Johnny, he's definitely best character in the game right now. He's on fire. Oh shoot, what's going on here? Okay. Like I was saying though, Johnny best character in the game, especially with that third variation. It's amazing. Second variation is pretty good too. It's always been pretty good. But I say the second like before third variation, I feel like he's more around here. Now he's like right here. Let's see if I can actually get this right. Okay, here you go. Cabal is slept on, low key. I think he's really good. He got really good mix-ups. He's not really used a lot in high tier, but I'm not sure why. I don't know. In my opinion, I think he's really good. You got Kano. I'm gonna put B tier. I definitely want to talk a lot about that because I know a lot of people might put him A tier. A lot of people have been putting him A and S tier. But I think he's the B tier. Katana, I'm gonna put down here C tier. Collector, I think she's better than Aaron Black, to be honest. Collector, I'm gonna put him B tier as well. I don't think he's better. I'm gonna put him right. I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna put him there only for specific reasons. Kotal Khan, yeah, I'm gonna put Kotal. I want to try Kotal's third variation now because people have been telling me Kotal Khan's third variation is really good. I've been seeing that a lot on YouTube, but I've never tried it. I've always thought his first variation was just where it was at. But a lot of people have been telling me is because his default moves are really his only moves that are really strong. But like I don't know. I've always just used the first variation. I have to try the third variation out, and maybe he's better than I'm thinking. But I think Kotal Khan's like right here, with B tier. We got Kung Lao. Kung Lao's a beast. He's a beast. I think only thing I'll get into why I'll probably put him right there. I don't think he's better than Devora, honestly. Then we got Kung. I was about to say Kung Lao. I meant Liu Kang. I'm put Liu Kang second. Next to Johnny. Nightwolf. I think Nightwolf is a lot better than people give him credit for. I don't know. Can you? I don't know if you can use Nightwolf yet in like in tournaments, and that's why you haven't seen him. I'm not sure, but I feel like he definitely would play pretty decently in tournaments. I don't know. I probably put him around. I think he's better than Devora. And then we got Noob. Noob is another character who's I think is really good, but he just has some things that are just kind of easy to read, and like his fastest moves, his fastest what is it? I think it's 4-2. I think you could do 4-2-2, and then I can't even remember the string right now. But it's since it's a high, you could and that's pretty much only most noob Sabant players, and that's why I don't think you really see them at high level either. Most noob Sabant players will just go in with that, and you could just duck and uppercut them all day. And it's I know it's toxic to do that, but he can't really do anything else than that. But and I don't know, he's an okay player. I'll get into him a little bit later. Then we got Raiden. Raiden I think is actually really good now. Second variation has so much untapped potential, and I personally like his first variation a lot. And his third, honestly, I like his third variation a little bit too. Honestly, I don't think it's terrible, but I have to experiment with that second variation. I might have to use his second variation soon because a lot of people have been saying that variation is his best variation. I'd probably say he's better. I'll probably put him right there. But like I said, I gotta try out his second variation because he might be even up here. You know what I'm saying, with his second variation, because he has the fastest move in the game with that second variation, and I haven't tried it out yet. Next we have Scorpion. Scorpion, I'm gonna put B tier. Only because like I said, I'll explain all that later. Shang, I want to put him up. I want to put him up here. Do I think he's better than Jade? Jade is just so fucking annoying. I don't know. I'm gonna put Shang here, only because I don't want to do that because I feel personally I really do feel Shang. I'm just gonna put him there. Shao Kahn, I think he's a B tier. I don't think he's better than Scorpion or Kano or Raiden. I'll put him there. Scarlet. I think Scarlet's an A tier character. Honestly, I think she's really good. I think Scarlet's really good. Do a lot of people use her tournament? I don't know. I don't really see her a lot into top 8 at least of recent. Sonya 8 S tier. Sonya is definitely S tier. Is she better than Cassie? For now, I'm gonna put her right there. But when I talk about him, I might change my mind. We got Sub-Zero. I hate Sub-Zero. I hate Sub-Zero. I don't know. But the thing is, he hasn't been touched. Has he been touched at all other than getting his third variation? I honestly don't think. I can't remember what touches he insane. Makes them game breaking touches. You know what I'm saying? He's probably at small touches, but I think he just needs to be buffed a little bit. I just don't think he's been touched. I don't think he's terrible. Like I said, I think he's just been so unchanged and so steady, and everybody else got so much better that people just rose up above him. I think he's just sadly the worst character in the game now. Next we have Arnold. Arnold. I don't know. I'm not big. Don't get me wrong. I love using Arnold. Arnold, he's so fun to use, but I don't know if I'm not truly that big on him, honestly. Like, I'll put him right there. But I think I might be sleeping on him a little bit because I used when he came out, I used him a lot, and I did it. I have a lot of fun in using him because his pressure is really good. It's just he's like, I don't know, I can't explain it. I'll explain. I'll get into it a little bit, but Sindel I think is like insane. I think that Sindel is like really good. I think like I want to put more time into her because like I feel like she could even be up here. Maybe not though. I don't know. I think she's better than Jade at least. I think she can be very annoying as well. So this is my tier list how I think it is right now, like without explaining anything, and I'll kind of get into everything. I'll go from best to worst, I guess. So Johnny, obviously Johnny with his new third variation, outtake variation, it's so damn good. Like you get so many easy like 30-40% combos. It's insane. His pressure's good. His keep away is really good, and then his best thing is his his fatal blow cancel, which makes his comeback factor insane. I've been trying to get down his fatal blow cancel. I'm getting a little bit quicker and quicker with it as I use Johnny, and I use Johnny a lot, like like not recording because I kind of want him to be my main a little bit. I don't know. I don't really main a character, but like when I play friends and like when I play like real serious, like my friends are trash talking and I'm like, okay, I'm pulling out my main. Right now it's Johnny for me, and I really do enjoy using Johnny. It's not much to really explain because like everybody else, talks about how good he is, and most people know how why Johnny is probably one of the best characters in the game now. Liu Kang's always, he's not always been up there. Since the last patch, he's been pretty high. I don't think he's better than Johnny, but obviously his pressure is just really good. The only thing annoying about him, you really only use like 2 strings with him. So like if you like, and those strings are really good. Like don't get me wrong, but like I mean he really doesn't have the most options, but those options he do have are so deadly that makes him S tier. But I don't think he's better than Johnny, just because Johnny just has more options in my opinion. I don't know, but also his zoning is really good because you have the low fireball in the first variation. You also have the teleport in I think the second and third variation. I believe have teleports, and with that, it helps a lot when you play against people like Cetrion, who can be very annoying. But Cetrion, like I was saying, Cetrion's she's the best zoner in the game. Her up close obviously isn't that good. Her she doesn't have any pressure at all. Her damage is really bad, but when it comes to zoning, she just absolutely destroys you. Probably my most hated character in the game to play against. I really hate playing her, honestly. Like she's just annoying to me, and like I don't use a lot of characters who have teleports, so it's kind of like tough for me sometimes to just get into her face and start putting in work because her spacing is just so damn good. It's so good. Next we have Geras. Geras definitely is a top 5 character. He's been a top 5 character for me at least all year long, honestly. Like I don't know, he's so good. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like his damage is insane. Obviously, they nerfed him, but that nerf helped a lot for his second variation. Infinite Warden is his first variation. The other variation that's not Infinite Warden, it helped a lot for that variation, but I still use Infinite Warden over the other variation, and his damage is still insane. You know what I'm saying? Like they changed the requirements for quicksand, so then now if you whiff 2, which I think is easier now, you can just whiff 2 and then just go for a crushing blow easy, and you can easily get like probably like 40-50% damage. You know what I'm saying? With that, quicksand, ending the combo with quicksand and into a crushing blow. But I don't know, it just depends how you play it. Jax is kind of this, similar to Geras, I think, where he has absolutely insane crushing blows. Like his crushing, like so many crushing blows, it just absolutely destroys you and does so much damage quick. He also has a lot of pressure, similar to Jackie, you know what I'm saying, but also has that ability to kind of space out a little bit. He's not like terrible at range, you know what I'm saying. He has a low projectile that can't be like blocked unless you're Jade, who has the so she can't get hit by projectiles and stuff like that. And he also, when his arms are heated, he has his projectiles do that too. So he has mix-ups along with that low projectile that you can do, and it's a really good, he's a really good player in this game, and you can play him really well. A real experienced Jax can just absolutely destroy you. I don't know. I don't really see him as much in like top 8s and stuff like that because I don't watch full tournaments. I usually just watch top 8s, and but I don't know. He's really good, I think, in this game, and just he's pretty insane. Next we have Cassie. This is my debate. If Cassie's better than Sonya. So Cassie, thing with her zoning is so good, but I think Sonya's zoning is still better. Her third variation has so much potential that I think I really would like to see somebody use her third variation a lot more. I don't, like I said, I don't watch tournaments a lot, but I might have to check out someone who uses Sonya, who mains Sonya, and see what they do with that third variation, because I think that third variation is really good. Because most of her like damaging combos up close, like her damaging combos, are usually through her damaging moves. So you can pretty much use all three variations and kind of play similar. But in our first variation, you probably just space a little bit less. Let me turn on my fan real quick. But I don't know. Her zoning is definitely better than Cassie's, at least I think, especially in the third variation. But like Cassie also has that low projectile, and that also goes into combos, which do some solid damage. And she just plays the game really well. Has good footsies, got good, just great at spacing. Like her speed of dashing forward and backwards is really good. Yeah, I mean, she's just really good. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep Cassie in front of her mother, in front of Sonya. But Sonya is definitely a beast. She's actually one of my favorite characters to even play in the game, especially early on. I used to use her a lot. I used to use Sonya a lot. I kind of gone away from using her as much, but I definitely do like still using Sonya a lot. Next we have Jackie. Jackie is really good in this game. Obviously, her last nerf kind of like held her back a little bit because her damage got put down a little bit. I kind of want to test out her third and second variation, because I've been seeing a lot of people, use those variations and put some work in on me, especially with that, I think, second variation, where I guess she has a little bit better zoning, but she takes a hit on her, pressure, which, what she's best at. Obviously, first variation, in my opinion, still is her best variation, because the pressure is just absolutely insane. Sadly, she doesn't have much zoning, but she can stick to you like glue. You know what I'm saying? She can stick to you like glue. Probably the best pressure in the game, maybe second to Liu Kang, but I still think she might have the best pressure in the game. Next we have Baraka. So Baraka, I think he's the best at the A tier. And now a lot of the A tier characters are going to be some characters who are very annoying. That's really just a couple. And Baraka's one of them. When I face a Baraka player, because I play a lot of Combat League, when I face a Baraka player, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be the type of player who spams down twos and the forward 4-4. Like, that is literally the most annoying shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate playing against characters like that, players like that. Obviously, they end up becoming predictable and you can end up beating them. But sometimes, you just make so many mistakes that they just end up beating you, and it's just frustrating losing to those guys. Now, when you face a really good Baraka, you're in trouble, because like his combos are so like easy, like they're easy 40, like, and I don't mean like I'm not just saying that to say it, like he has easy 40% combos, you know what I'm saying, that are just so easy, like almost brainless. And then even his advanced ones, like those that are a little bit harder to do, they do even insane more damage. That I don't know. It's just mind blowing how much damage he can do, and then also his projectile is also insane. It's insanely fast. His obviously you can duck the first one. The amplified one though is like literally like right behind it. So like unless you flawless block it, you're not blocking that second projectile. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is OD. You know what I'm saying? Like I think his projectile might need to get slowed down a little bit. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just the spam with that character is absolutely terrible. That's the only problem I have with Baraka. Next we got Frost. Frost, I think she's gotten a lot better throughout the year. I love her third variation. I personally think her third variation is my favorite variation. I like to use it the most. Her first variation I think is pretty good too. Even her second one is pretty solid, especially for zoning. She plays the game pretty decently, kind of similar to Cassie. The only difference is she's a lot slower than Cassie when it comes to moving back and forth. But her spacing is pretty solid with her zoning tools, and she also has some pretty good combos with that third variation with the Ice Auger, and mixing it up with different things. I definitely like using her a lot. I just used Frost not that long ago actually, and I recorded it. And I ended up playing this other dude who mains Frost, and he was absolutely going into town on me. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even doing insane combos, but he was just going into town on me. It was crazy. But next we have Cabal. Cabal, I think, is slept on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, his third variation, in my opinion, is good. But I think his first variation is obviously better because that, he has that low ball buzzsaw, and it can be very annoying going up against somebody who just spams the whole game. Low buzzsaw, high buzzsaw, low buzzsaw, high buzzsaw, amplify, high buzzsaw, low buzzsaw. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's annoying. And like, so he's really good at spacing. You know, he's better at spacing than you would think. He has deadly mix-ups. You know what I'm saying? I think what is the string? I think it's 1-1-3. I want to say it's one. It's either 1-2 or 1-3, and then you could do either. I think it's the string will end either in an overhead or you can do into low saw. So I cannot remember exactly what the string is. I think it might be 1-3-2. I think. But it's just absolutely insane. Obviously, it starts in high, so you can obviously punish it with a, uppercut. But when it, I don't know, it's just it's insane. And then he also has some pretty good damage as well. Even though like the move that he will run through you and you're spinning and you're stuck in place. You know what I'm saying? Even though that does cancel like the combo thing, he can get like, it won't count as it, but it really is like 40% easy combos. You know what I'm saying? Like he has some pretty good damage, pretty good zoning, and really good mix-ups. So all that together, you would think he'd be used more, but honestly, I just don't see Cabal used a lot, even in like Combat League. I'm not sure at the highest level, in tournaments and stuff, how much they use him. I've heard that he's not really used as much, even in in tournaments. I'm not too sure why, but I think he's really good. But next we got Scarlet. Scarlet is another character who I feel like can be a little bit annoying, but you don't see her too much. Once again, you know what I'm saying? You don't really see her a lot. And some people will, the whole game, I mean, it's a legit strategy with her. You know what I'm saying? To zone you out and just go with the, she has a low projectile. She has a projectile that will like summon mid-air, and it's a mid. And I don't even think you can low block it, to be honest. I don't think you can, because I think I remember playing somebody. He was trying to zone me out, and I remember I was jumping over his low one, and I would try to like neutral duck his I cannot remember what the move is called right now, but it's a projectile. It's called and it'll like appear in the air, and it's like a hook and hits you. And then also she has a slow moving ball, blood ball, and then she has a faster slow moving ball. So she has so many projectiles that can just come at you in multiple directions, in multiple speeds. It's just very annoying. And then she also has solid combos. You know what I'm saying? She's a really solid character, and I actually like using Scarlet a lot. I haven't used her in a while, so I might have to use her soon. But I don't know. She's really good, I think, in my opinion. Next, we got Nightwolf. I don't think Nightwolf is available for like tournament play, so I don't think you can use him in tournaments and stuff yet. But his first variation, just off gate, his first variation is absolutely insane. You can do so much damage with that first variation. You know what I'm saying? And he has some solid mix-ups. He does, okay mix-ups. And like I said in the last tier list video, like, he does everything really well. He like, not really well. He does everything pretty solidly, I guess you could say. His zoning is solid. He has a reflector, so he can reflect, most of the projectiles within the game. He has his spirit arrow, which is it's a high. His spirit arrow is the high, but you amplify it. I think it's 2 more arrows come out, and they're mids, or it's like a mid-high, and then you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has some insane damage. He's very fun to use, in my opinion. He's one of the funnest characters for me to use in this game. He's all like, even back in MK9, I want to say, the last Mortal Kombat I played, because I didn't play MKX. I can't remember if it was 9 or if it was before that, even more, when I first played Mortal Kombat, and or the last Mortal Kombat I played, and I used to love Nightwolf a lot. But next we have Devora. Devora is a little bit tricky. I feel like it takes a little bit more skill to use Devora effectively, but you can use her without practicing a whole bunch with her as well, pretty well. And I think she has so many different ways to like just chip at you, especially within that first variation. You can just do so much with that variation with the bugs and everything that will, you have that like that bug. Well, you get like not centipede, but I can't think of the word right now. But it's some type of creature, and it spawns bugs out of it. And with that, you can do so much different stuff with that. The pressure it puts on the opponent is actually, I think, a lot better. I think Devora's pressure is a little bit better than people think. But I think the only thing is, if they made her forward one a mid instead of a high, oh my gosh, she'd be S tier. She'd be S tier. She would. I think she'd be S tier because her forward. I think her forward one is like 9 frames. I think her forward one is 9 frames. I cannot. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure her forward one is 9 frames. It's insane. And then Kung Lao, he's like, I kind of, that was a bad transition, but yeah, I think Devora is pretty good. Kung Lao, he can be another character who can be pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. He I don't know. It's just like when I play him, like when I play people who I feel like aren't, just okay at the game, and they use Kung Lao, I feel like most of the time they just jump at you the whole game. The whole game, just jump at you, do that move that you get in that first variation, I want to say. Spam the teleport, you know what I'm saying? Jump away from you, play keep away, teleport, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing you gotta do, just uppercut them. Literally, that's what I do to most Kung Lao players. Now, when you play somebody who's really good at Kung Lao, it's tough. It's a really tough character to play against when they're a really good Kung Lao. Most of the time, I'm usually blocking low, but he doesn't really have mix up like that. I'm gonna be honest, but he can do some stuff. A good Kung Lao player can punish you for that type, like just blocking all day, pretty much. But I don't know. I think he's really good. He can be very annoying, and if you don't be on your P's and Q's, he can absolutely destroy you. Shang Tsung, I think, is another character. I don't think he's really annoying, but I think he takes a little bit more skill to play with. I think he just like, I don't know. His third variation is not the best. I think the ninja variation is really fun to use, but his first variation is still just the better one. He has such good spacing with that variation that also his projectile, like his up fireballs, the ones that fire ground fire. I can't even think of the name of the move right now. I'm just terrible at naming the names right now. But yeah, that move is ground eruption. That's what it's called. It's a really good. I think it counts as a mid though. I don't think it counts as a low, but I mean it's still pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It can't be blocked off of with like any of the like reflector from Nightwolf, for example. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, and it also goes. You can do some pretty good combos with it as well. So I don't know. There's not much to really say about Shang Tsung. I think if he what move is it? I think it's his forward 2. He has that mix up where you can either press 3 and you'll go low into a kick. Or no, is it 2? It's like one you do like an uppercut, and then one you do a boot to the face. You know what I'm saying? That move, I think, I think it's the first. I think when you do forward 2, I think if that was like, because I think it's a mid. I think it's a mid, but I feel like if it was an overhead, it'd be a lot more dangerous because it'd be a little bit more of a mix-up, but you still be able to read it pretty easily. Next we have Sindel. Sindel is absolutely. I think she's insane. I think when she first came out, I don't think she was really annoying. I thought she was really good. I thought it took a little bit of skill, but at the same time, her combos, her damaging combos are just insanely easy to do. I think I was literally getting like 40% combos without even trying in practice mode, and but other than that, I thought she was really good. The only thing, obviously, her first variation didn't have any real good zoning, but her third variation was really good in zoning, and she also had some slight combos in there too. But now it's like anytime I run up against Sindel, it's literally the most toxic shit ever. It's like a lot of people just what they do in Combat League will just continuously jump at you, jump at you continuously, and then if they don't hit you, they'll do the I was about to call it splitting hairs. That's the name of the variation. Hair flip. They'll just do hair flip, and sometimes they'll mix it up, but most of the time they're just going to be jumping at you, doing hair flip, doing the forward one. You know what I'm saying? It's just like very annoying. She's turned into a little of a spammy character. But speaking of spammy characters, next we have Jade. Jade is like the second most annoying character next to Cetrion. I hate playing against, because most of the time when I play against people, most people literally just down to the whole game, and they do that one move that teleports. And at this point, I can usually read it pretty well, but like I said, sometimes I'm not on my P's and Q's. Sometimes I'm just chilling, and they get me every time with those with Jade, with those down twos and stuff, and it's just absolutely tears my heart apart and just makes me want to yell, cuss, and all that stuff. And it's unhealthy, and I hate playing Jade, but what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Good Jade user though are very dangerous. They don't be playing around. The damage on her is actually pretty good. Because like I said, when I play a Jade user, if I get uppercutted, most of the time they either followed up with another uppercut or they just let it drop. But when you play a good Jade user, they'll once they get that like crushing blow uppercut, it's a smooth 40% easy. You know what I'm saying? It's smooth 40%. But next we have Scorpion. Scorpion is a character who I felt was up here for a while. And I felt like he was more annoying until he got nerfed, where pretty much most of the time, if a Scorpion user is trying to be really toxic and just play keep away, the only thing you really gotta do is just duck, neutral duck, because like those type of people who's just toxic at using Scorpion will just throw spears and try to teleport, and the teleport is a high now, so you can just, as soon as they teleport, just uppercut, and that's a crushing blow. And you can just do some stupid damaging combos. And then, you know, if, let's say for example, if once you don't have that, just poke them with a down one or whatever. You don't even gotta use your fastest one because it's so punishable. Just poke them one time and then go into a string. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so easy to punish Scorpion. But like I said, good Scorpion users are still gonna be good Scorpion users. They're still gonna be greasy. You know what I'm saying? He still has some really pretty good mix-ups. And that still, for some reason, I don't know why, I just never be able to catch those mix-ups, even though I play Scorpion literally all the time. Probably the character I play against the most is Scorpion. So I'm not sure why I never can get his mix-ups, like, predict his mix-ups. It just always gets me for some reason. Next, we got Arnold. I was talking about it a little bit earlier. I don't know. I feel like some people think Arnold's better than what I think he is. I don't know why. It's just, for some reason, to me, he's just so slow. And his projectiles are, his shotgun projectiles I think are a little bit, they're okay. I think it's cool you can move forward while you're amplifying forward, but I don't think you should waste your amplifications on that, to be honest. His first variation has some pretty solid damage. His other two variations are kind of tough to use, but they have potential in those variations as well. But his first variation I think is just where it's at. And it said his zoning's okay, you know what I'm saying? He does have that move where he can not reflect, but like he can just absorb pretty much people's projectiles. Obviously, he can't do every projectile, but most projectiles. And I don't know. Like I said, he's a solid character. It's just, I don't know. He's fun to use. He's really fun to use. Obviously, he's Terminator. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just not much I can really say on it. Next, we got Noob. Noob for some reason doesn't get. I think in Combat League, he gets used a little more than he does in tournaments. I noticed that in tournaments that he doesn't get used a lot. I kind of understand. I kind of got into that a little bit earlier too. His 4-2, which is like one of the most strings people use with him. Pretty much you just uppercut him every time. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty much over for him. And then the teleport, I don't understand why people spam. Like, I really hate when people, like, I don't hate it. I love it. But like when people try to play keep away with Noob Saibot, and they just like I remember it used to be really bad where people would just jump backwards, and Scorpion too, it used to be like this as well. It will just continuously jump backwards and then hit its air teleport, and then they're fucked. I'm pretty sure Noob Saibot's teleport always has been a high, and I would always just uppercut it. Obviously Scorpion's used to not be, but like I said, like literally, if they're just jumping backwards, the only thing you have to do is neutral duck, and once they teleport, just uppercut them. I mean, I think the second, whatever variation has the slow ball that takes away meter from you and it is unblockable, just neutral duck that as well. You know what I'm saying? That's no threat. It's so slow, you can neutral duck and get to him pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? And the only time that really is really effective is if they put it within strings, and even then you can usually recover fast enough that you can just neutral duck it, still. And like I said, don't try to block it. Don't be stupid. You can't block it, but and it still is a solid move. But like I said, if you neutral duck it every time, you're good. I used to try to jump over it. I don't even try to jump over it anymore. But I don't know. Kano. Next we have Kano. Kano is actually one of my favorite characters to use in this game. I think he takes a lot of skill to use, and guys like Sonic Fox, who's been using him a lot in like high level just like scrimmage matches against other competitive players. I've been seeing him use the dirt bag. I usually use the third variation, and before the third variation was out, I used the first variation. But watching him use dirt bag Kano makes me want to use him, so I'll probably end up using dirt bag Kano pretty soon. But I think he's pretty good. I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for, even before he was buffed. I thought he was always solid. Like, people were like, oh, he's the worst character in the game. But I was like, really? Is he really? Like, I never thought he was. I've never thought Kano was ever the worst character in the game. I didn't think he was like really, really good, but I thought he had really good potential, and I thought he was solid. He had some not mix-ups. It's not really mix-ups. It's just you kind of just play how you use him. It's just like you just play like a scumbag. I don't know. It's so like you play with him kind of random. You know what I'm saying? He's unpredictable of what he's gonna do next. I don't know what to predict what he's gonna do next, pretty much. And then in his third variation, he has some pretty decent damage with the snake bite. You got a lot of options with the snake bite, but then with the second variation, you get a lot of stuff like like timing stuff, and you get a little bit more pressure, especially in the corners. It's less damaging like combos, but more just like chipping at you constantly. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Devora. Next we have Raiden. Raiden, I think, is a lot better now. I think at one point Raiden was the worst character in the game, like a lot of other people thought. His buff really did help. I think his second variation is really good. I think his third variation is actually solid, I think. And his first variation I actually like. I use the first variation the most, obviously, but I haven't never used Raiden's second variation, believe it or not. And I've heard that is his best variation, and I have to try it out. I know he gets like one of the. I think I don't think it's one of. I think it's the fastest move once he does his like electric move, something that like makes him faster, some of his moves faster and stuff like that. So I definitely have to use Raiden soon as well. Next we have Shao Kahn. I think Shao Kahn's a lot better than people give him credit for. I think at high level, I don't know about that though. That's the only thing, because I think he's just so unpredictable. Because like not a lot of people use him. In regular people. In regular like Kombat League, for example. But like when I play him, like his damage, he's the combo god. You know what I'm saying? I think he has some of the best combos, like looking and damage wise combos in the game. It's just he can be a little bit predictable. But when you play a good Shao Kahn though, they can really do some damage really quick. Next we have the Collector. So the Collector is kind of a similar situation with Shao Kahn. I feel like in Kombat League you can do a lot of work with the Collector because his unpredictability. Because not a lot of people might not play up against him, but at a high level where you're going to be playing against the Collector a lot, it's going to be a little bit easier to predict. But once again, guys like Sonic Fox, who are just really good at the game and is really good at chipping at you and just do insane combos. I cannot get his when you hit him with the when you do his launcher and then hit him with an uppercut and then continue the combo. I don't know how Sonic does it. I know you can do it, and you can convert after uppercuts if they're in the air, but it's tough. It's tough timing, and he gets it a lot of times. Like when he played Ninja Killer, I think it was, with the Collector, even though he lost, he was converting that like almost every time. He wasn't dropping it at all. I think earlier in the tournament, I think he was dropping it a little bit, but like in the top 8, he was not dropping that combo at all, and it was insane. When I use the Collector, I usually just jump at him with 2 and then go into 1-2 into the that move, his combo ender. But I don't know. Shao Kahn. I said Shao Kahn. Kotal Kahn. Freaking Kotal Kahn, I think, is also, he's been buffed. I think he's pretty good. He might be better. I don't know. I have to use his third variation. That's the thing, because a lot of people have been telling me to use his third variation. And there's a lot of people on YouTube I've been seeing on YouTube that his third variation is really good. I've been using his first variation. That's just the variation I've always used. But I know you can buff the hell out of him in that third variation, and he probably, maybe even potentially up here somewhere. But I just never used his third variation. I might have to use that soon. I'm going to be getting a Kodokan skin anyway from this next Kombat League. So when I get that, I might just go ahead and use his third variation. I don't know if I'll do it in Kombat League, because once Kombat League's over, I'm not really planning on playing it. You know what I'm saying? Ranked matches, because I don't know. But next we have Katana. I think Katana, like I said, all three of these characters, I think just need slight touches. I think Katana has a lot of potential. I think her first variation is better than people give her credit for. I think her combos are better than people give her. Like you can do like 30% meterless combo damage. Like, I don't understand why people like complain so much about Katana, because you can play good with Katana, and I think her third variation now is okay. I think it needs to be. I feel like her third variation was unfinished, if that makes sense. Like, I think they threw together her third variation. Like there's some people in this game, like Cassie too. Her third variation is absolutely terrible. Katana is not as bad as Cassie's third variation, but she still has a third variation. I think her first variation is what I really like to use. I know some people like to use Highborn. I feel like Highborn is like, you gotta have a lot of skill to use her. If that's your main, if you main Highborn Katana, you can probably be pretty good with it. But for me, first variation Katana is, what I like to use, and you can do some solid combos. You can play some solid keep away. I think it's real solid, but it's just she needs some touches. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she just needs some touches. Maybe what's the string called? I forget. There's a string that's a high. And I think it should be a mid, and I think it would just make her a lot better. I think she could jump up here very fast, but just with slight touches, maybe even up here with major touches. But like I said, I think Katana's good. I think you could win a tournament potentially with Katana. I think it'll be a little tough, but I don't know. Aaron Black. Oh, I'm gonna talk about Aaron Black last, because he's my favorite character in the game. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about him with, but Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero's tough because he can be very annoying to play against. Like online, when you're playing somebody with bad connection, he is the worst person you want. That is the last person you want to play against. With that damn fucking Ford 2-2, like, oh my gosh, dude, it can be toxic. You know what I'm saying? He has some solid mix-ups with the four. Like, literally, you'll literally play somebody and they can just forward. I think it's forward. Is it forward? No, I'm thinking forward. It's forward 4-4. That's what it is. And it's literally, they'll just do forward 4. They'll either do forward 4 and go into slide, or just forward 4 straight up. He has the best slide in the game. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of characters have slides in this game, but Sub-Zero, that's one thing you do have. He has the best slide in the game. That also ends up going into a crushing blow after 3 times, which usually that happens because when you play against Sub-Zero, just get ready at all times. Just be ready for that slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like if you play up against Sub-Zero, you don't want to take that slide, because it's going to end up turning into a crushing blow. After the crushing blow, fuck it, you can take the slide if you want, but I don't know. I just wouldn't take that damage if I was you from the slide, because most of the time Sub-Zero is just looking to do that slide. His third variation is kind of to me. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was really cool how they have the setup trap for him now, but they kind of nerfed it, so it's not as good anymore. I think his second variation is still his best variation. That's what most people use. I think he do some pretty solid damage with it. I played some pretty good Sub-Zeros in the past, and I don't know. I think he can be pretty good in the right hands, but it just takes a lot of skill to use him. I haven't used him a long time. I'm going to have to use him soon as well. Next, we have Aaron Black. Oh, man, Aaron Black. Oh, man. My man, Aaron Black, man. You've fallen a long ways. At the beginning of the game, people had him as the best character, and I could kind of agree with them. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't just pick Aaron Black before because as my favorite character in the game, because of his how good he was at the beginning of the game. Like, I really just liked how he was. I thought he was really funny. Like, that's kind of like when I look for a character, I know you should mostly look for gameplay reasons, but I thought he was just really good. He was really funny. Like, if I wasn't maining Aaron Black, I'd probably main
probably like Kung Lao or Johnny Cage. Like honestly, I just like characters like that who have a little bit, charisma, a little bit funniness to them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think just the fact that he's a cowboy in this game is just so fun to me. I don't know why. It's cool. It's just cool to me. And I love Aaron Black a lot, but he's fallen a lot. He's fallen a lot. I feel like his second variation, I barely even touched his second variation. I don't think it's even worth using unless you're going for a brutality while playing in Combat League. His third variation, I think, has a lot of potential. It has this trap, but without that scud shot, you don't really have a lot of mix up options there. You know what I'm saying? You can mix up. You lose your Outworld Gunslinger, which, no, it's not. Enhanced Locked and Loaded. That's what it is. Enhanced Locked and Loaded, I think, is more important than that Outworld Gunslinger in that third variation that you lose out on, because you don't have that. You don't have that overhead that goes into a combo starter that you can also mix up with, like, if you do, because, like, pretty much if you play a Aaron Black, I'm telling you right now, even me, all they're gonna do is 4-2-2-2, and they're gonna slide, or they're gonna pull out their gun overhead, or they're gonna pull out their gun, shoot you on. They're gonna hit a low shot on you. That's pretty much what they're gonna do. It's pretty much just a pure guess game with him. And then if they're using 52 card pickup, they're gonna 4-2-2, and then scud shot, and probably try to go to a grab, maybe get you with a low, maybe get you with like a sweep or something, or just go into another string if you pause, if you just shook by it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you're doing it and then they get shook by you doing the scud shot cancel, and you can just put in work on them, man. And he does have some solid mix-ups. His mix-ups aren't bad, but it's repetitive. You know what I'm saying? I think the main touch is within his forward 4-2. I think that needs. I don't know exactly how they need to touch up on it, but something needs to be changed with that, because it's just with the new the combos you have to do with them, it's too easy to drop that now. I'm not sure exactly how they could fix that, but I don't know. It just needs a little bit of changing. He doesn't need a lot of changing. That's just a little change, and he can get back easily up here. Even if they did the little changes and made him even here, I'm always going to use Aaron Black. You know what I'm saying? He'll always be my favorite character in the game. You know what I'm saying? No matter where he is, even if I feel like he's unusable, I will still use Aaron Black. You know what I'm saying? Because I love him. I really do like Aaron Black a lot. But I don't know. That's my tier list. I didn't end up changing anything too serious. I could see maybe this. I could see maybe moving Shang up a little bit. Maybe Terminator moving up a little bit. Maybe Kotal moving up a little bit. I just have to use him a little bit more. But if you guys enjoy the video, though, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down any opinion, your opinions if you disagree or you agree. You know what I'm saying? I'll always respond to any of the comments. So try not to have any negativity. This is just purely my opinion. I'd like to state that. So don't take any of this personally. I know last tier list, somebody left a negative comment. I don't care about that, stuff, but I'm saying it's just my personal opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I'll respect your opinion so just please respect mine. Thank you for watching, and peace out.